Breaking Bad, Season 1. The first season of Breaking Bad, created by Vince Gilligan, premiered on AMC in 2008, introducing viewers to the extraordinary story of Walter White. This short but impactful season sets the stage for the transformation of a mild-mannered high school chemistry teacher into a feared drug kingpin. Blending drama, dark humor, and suspense, the season explores themes of desperation, morality, and survival. Premise and setting. Set in Albuquerque, New Mexico, the series begins with Walter White, Bryan Cranston, a 50-year-old high school chemistry teacher, facing a dire midlife crisis. Struggling to make ends meet and provide for his pregnant wife, Skylar, and a gun, and teenage son, Walter Jr., RJ Mita, who has cerebral palsy. Walt's world is turned upside down when he is diagnosed with terminal lung cancer. With limited time left and mounting financial worries, Walt decides to use his chemistry expertise to produce and sell methamphetamine. He partners with Jesse Pinkman, Aaron Paul, a former student and small-time drug dealer. Together, they navigate the dangerous world of the drug trade, encountering rival dealers, law enforcement, and their own moral dilemmas. Plot overview. Episode 1, Pilot. The series opens with a gripping sequence of Walt speeding an RV through the desert, wearing only his underwear and a gas mask, as sirens wail in the distance. The story then flashes back to reveal Walt's mundane life as a teacher and his devastating cancer diagnosis. Desperate for money, he joins Jesse in cooking meth in the RV, producing a product of unparalleled purity. Episode 2, Cats in the Bag. Walt and Jesse deal with the aftermath of their first cook, including disposing of two bodies, Emilio, a rival dealer who died from chemical exposure, and Crazy 8, whom they've imprisoned in Jesse's basement. Walt's moral boundaries are tested as he contemplates killing Crazy 8. Episode 3, And the Bags in the River. Walt's inner conflict reaches its peak as he decides to strangle Crazy 8 with a bike lock after realizing the captive plans to kill him. The episode highlights Walt's transformation as he rationalizes his actions to protect his family. Episode 4, Cancer Man. Walt reveals his cancer diagnosis to his family, leading to mixed reactions. Meanwhile, his brother-in-law, Hank Schrader, Dean Norris, a DEA agent, begins investigating Albuquerque's meth scene. Jesse struggles with guilt and the fallout of their actions. Episode 5, Gray Matter. Walt attends a party for his former business partner, Elliot Schwartz, whose company, Gray Matter, became wildly successful without him. Refusing charity from Elliot, Walt decides to continue cooking meth to pay for his treatment. Episode 6, Crazy Handful of Nothing. As Walt becomes more assertive, he adopts the persona of Heisenberg and shaves his head to symbolize his transformation. He partners with Jesse to distribute meth but finds himself confronting Tuco Salamanca, Raymond Cruz, a violent drug lord, to expand their operations. Walt uses his chemistry skills to intimidate Tuco by creating an explosive chemical reaction. Episode 7, A No Rough Stuff Type Deal. The season finale sees Walt and Jesse struggling to scale their meth production. Walt steals supplies from his school, while Jesse secures distribution with Tuco. The partnership solidifies, but tensions rise as they realize the dangers of working with someone as unpredictable as Tuco. Key characters and development. Walter White, Bryan Cranston. Walt begins the season as a sympathetic figure, overwhelmed by his circumstances. However, his initial foray into the drug trade reveals his capacity for deception, violence, and a growing hunger for power. Jesse Pinkman, Aaron Paul. Jesse is introduced as a small-time drug dealer who becomes Walt's reluctant partner. His street smarts and vulnerability make him a compelling foil to Walt's calculated decisions. Skylar White, Anna Gunn. Skylar is Walt's supportive but increasingly suspicious wife. Her attempts to understand Walt's behavior and manage their financial struggles add depth to her character. Hank Schrader, Dean Norris. Hank, a boisterous and confident DEA agent, provides a stark contrast to Walt. His presence adds tension, as he unknowingly investigates the burgeoning drug empire of his brother-in-law. Walter Jr., RJ Mita. Walt's son brings a layer of emotional complexity to the series, as his admiration for his father contrasts with Walt's descent into criminality. Tuco Salamanca, Raymond Cruz. Introduced in the later episodes, Tuco is a volatile drug lord whose erratic behavior sets the stage for future conflicts. Themes: desperation and morality. Walt's diagnosis forces him to confront his mortality, leading him to make morally questionable decisions. The show examines how far someone will go to provide for their family and assert control over their life. Transformation. The season explores the beginnings of Walt's transformation from a meek teacher into the confident and dangerous Heisenberg. This change is driven by his desire to reclaim power and agency. Family and secrecy. Walt's double life creates tension within his family. His attempts to shield them from the truth highlight the fragile balance between his criminal activities and his domestic responsibilities. Science and resourcefulness. Walt's chemistry expertise is central to the show, showcasing how his intelligence and ingenuity give him an edge in the drug trade. Style and cinematography. Breaking Bad is renowned for its striking visual style. The use of wide, desolate landscapes reflects the isolation and moral decay of the characters. Creative camera angles, like shots inside beakers and barrels, emphasize Walt's perspective and his transformation through science. The color palette, particularly Walt's transition from light to darker clothing, symbolizes his moral descent. The music complements the tone, with a mix of atmospheric scores and carefully chosen songs that enhance the mood of each scene. Reception. The first season of Breaking Bad received critical acclaim, with particular praise for Bryan Cranston's performance. His portrayal of Walter White earned him an Emmy Award for Outstanding Lead Actor in a Drama Series. The writing, direction, and character development were also widely lauded. While some critics noted the slower pacing of the early episodes, the series quickly gained a reputation for its innovative storytelling and complex characters. Legacy and impact. Season 1 of Breaking Bad laid the foundation for one of the greatest television series of all time. Its exploration of morality, identity, and consequences resonated with audiences, and its daring narrative choices set it apart from other dramas. The season introduced the world to Walter White's journey, a story that would captivate viewers and influence television storytelling for years to come.